When I was younger, I had many, many big dreams, but nothing to do. I wanted to be productive. I wanted to spend all my time working on something. I didn't know what yet, but I wanted to make a difference, make money, and overall live a happy but busy life, right? That was my goal. And to work towards that, like a few years ago, I played video games and watched Netflix. And I overall felt super disappointed and I wanted to make a change. My name is Amit, and if that sounds relatable to you, then you're not alone, right? I'm sure a lot of people, including me, have gone through the same thing. So just know that that happens to a lot of people. And what I'm about to say here has really changed my life. So I hope you take this video like with full attention and maybe write some notes. I don't know, but it's really helped me, and I hope it could help you as well. Right. So the first goal I ever started and actually went through with is the planche, and I wanted it so bad. I could envision myself planching one day. And so what I did was I made a plan. I made a workout routine from ones I found on YouTube and kind of mixed them all together. And then I made a schedule for how many workouts I would do during the week and on which days I would do certain workouts. And I think the reason I did that, the reason I'm still going to this day is because I did those planning ahead. I did the planning ahead. So a plan keeps you on track. A plan keeps you accountable for what you're going to do. So I think the greatest thing ever in terms of productivity and following through with stuff is just to create a plan. Put down a time, put down what you're going to do, and put down how long you're going to do it for. And by doing that, you'll be more motivated than if you were just, I'll do it later. I'll do it on Sunday sometime, right? If you say, I'm going to do it at 2:30 on Monday for an hour and a half, then you've got a lot more accountability to follow through with, right? You get it. So that was when it first worked. And today, I've created a lot of things that plans have helped me with, right? They've allowed me to feel productive because I'm able to schedule out my day in a way where I don't take many breaks. And that sounds hard, and I thought it would be too, but it actually makes me a lot happier with my day because I know it's being spent productively, or at least mostly productively, right? I'm not perfect, but I think the more you actually work and the more you actually do stuff that will help your future self. So it doesn't have to be work. It could be going for a walk. It could be reading. It could be working out. It could be doing work for whatever you have to do. I think the more you do stuff of that, like the mindful activities, and the less you do the other ones, the more satisfied and the happier you go to bed. And overall, the happier you live your life as well. I mean, at least that's my experience. Try it out, see how it works for you. And if you don't like it, maybe have a different ratio, right? You can do like a little bit more work, but more leisure time as well, right? It's all customizable for your own preference. But for me, I'd like to have a lot of work and little leisure time because that's just how I like to live, right? So the big thing that schedules have motivated me to do is to do the hard work basically as soon as I wake up. And it's called Eat the Frog, and I found this from Hamza, and it's basically, you probably know what it is, but it's just doing the hardest task first thing in the morning, and it really works. It really helps me clear my mind because I'm done, right? I've done the hard thing. So everything else seems easier by comparison. And that's what I really like about it, is the schedule is the thing that kind of forces me to do that. Because without a schedule, I think I'd delay it maybe even by a day. And it's such a big reward. Like, the schedule is such a big reward compared to how much effort it takes to make one, right? Because it's not difficult to make a schedule. Just spend 5 minutes making a timesheet on every single thing you'll do during the day. Well, not everything, but all the important stuff. You could put in breaks too, and you'll feel way more motivated to stick to it because it's actually there on a piece of paper, right? And by doing that, you'll be a lot more productive. You'll be a lot more motivated to be productive, and it overall makes each day super fun. I know I've said that many times, but it's true. A big thing though is they've also motivated me to get off social media because, one, I don't really have time, and two, why be on social media when you can do your work or your reading or your meditating, right? It's kind of hard to understand because it takes time to get used to that mentality, but like, I understand if you don't really understand that yet, if you're just starting off, but I don't really want to go on social media as much anymore. The other big thing is because I don't have a the other big thing, because I have a plan now with what to do with my day, is that I'm a lot more off social media. And this is for two reasons. One, work seems a lot more fun, and like the other stuff seems a lot more fun. And two, I just don't have time for it, really. Like, I fill my day up completely. Like, I can try to show you. It is, so I can give you an example of what I'm doing. But you might be seeing this video a bit later. But this was the first one I've done. So I have that. Yeah, so it is 8. Oh, and I'm recording because I finished the script, so I figured why not go ahead. And yeah, so I did put in some free time, but at the end. So, because what I've learned is that it's better to do free time at the end of the day rather than in the beginning, because if you do it in the beginning, then you kind of lose some brain power for your actual work that you have to do. And so it's way better to have it at the end when you're done with everything than lose some of that productivity that you could have had if you did it in the morning. So that's just why I'm doing that. So overall, that's why I love schedules so much. They just keep you accountable. But there are some problems that I've thought up, even for mine now. And the first one is I might estimate the times wrong, or you might estimate your times wrong, right? So let's say you have a soccer game or something and you put that as, I don't know, 2 hours. I don't know how long that takes, but maybe it becomes 2.5 hours. So what I've done for that, or what I've thought about, I haven't done it yet because I just started, but block out certain, if you're uncertain of stuff, I've thought of or buffer times. And basically this is like a mix of two things. So let's say you have a soccer game at 12 to 2, and then you have reading from 2 to 3, and a buffer time would go in between these. It could be 2 to 2:30, And so basically, the reading instead would start at 2:30. The buffer time is, if you're playing soccer still, then continue to play soccer. But if you're done, then you start the reading. Or you could do something else that you have to do in the day. So it's basically free time, but for the productive things. So you choose what you want to do. And if you're still playing soccer, you continue playing soccer. And so that's the idea. I created it with that one. And the other problem was when things get in your way. So when you have stuff you have to go to that was like unplanned for, and I haven't really thought of this, but I don't really know a solution to that. Just come back and try to do the best you can from the time that you came back, unless you have something urgent you need to do. So like if you have a plan and you have to do something from 12 to 4, then just start at 4 p.m. on your calendar and go down from there, and you'll just do the rest the next morning, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really think that far ahead, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I promise you these things have helped me so much, and I really hope they help you as well, because it's like almost a cheat code to productivity. It takes literally 5 minutes to write up. Like I just did the one I showed you in like 4 minutes. It was so easy. I just thought about what I needed to do, other stuff that would be helpful. Like, yeah, oh, one thing more I want to explain is I came up with these 3 categories for things in my schedule. Things I need to do, stuff like work and events and other stuff that's necessary, stuff that would be helpful to do, like meditation, reading, I don't know what else, but habits like that where it's like it's good for you, but you don't necessarily need to do them. Like I would say work, or I would say work and hanging out with friends, I think, is more important than reading or meditation. In my opinion. In your opinion, it could be switched around. It could be different. But for me, I think that's more important. And then last category is free time, which is that is the lowest priority. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. I really hope you took notes, and my goal for you is make a schedule within the next 10 minutes for the next day and see how that goes. Write down, fill out every time, right? So every time from when you wake up to like whenever you want to stop, really. So you could do 8:30 p.m., you could do 10 p.m. when you go to sleep, when you do, I don't know. Yeah, whenever. And try it out. You might not get perfect. You might not get like 100% correct, but it would be a lot more productive than you would without, in my experience. So I really hope you try this out. I also really hope you enjoyed. Do the algorithm stuff, as every YouTuber ever has ever said. And yeah, see you later.